quick little recipe, and my Opa always used to call it Milchklimpern. And what it really is, it's like a little soup consisting of hot milk with a little bit of vanilla in it, 1 egg, a little bit of flour, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. Super simple. So we're just going to heat up, Logan, if you're going to follow me, we're just going to heat up a little bit of milk. And it has to be pretty hot, and you'll see why in a minute. And by the way, Edith's cabbage is bubbling away nicely there. Okay, so now while this is heating up, we have 1 egg that Luca cracked for me already, my prep cook. And then we'll add a little bit of flour, a little pinch of sugar, a tiny, tiny pinch of salt, like this. And that's it. And then we just mix this until it creates sort of almost like a little really soft dough. And those are what Opa called the Klimpern. Kind of dumplings, really. Everybody makes dumplings in every culture, and I love dumplings in any form and shape. Now, Martin, my oldest son, loved these, where Mark, my youngest son, did not. So, this is for Martin. This is for you, my darling, or for anybody that might like dumplings. So they are a bit lumpy, but that's okay. So that's about the consistency of it. And that's all there is to it. So now all we do is we add a tiny bit of vanilla. Like this. See that? Smell that, Logan. Edith, you want to smell?
Sure.
Homemade vanilla.
Oh, that's good.
Do you want to know how I make it? That'll be another video. No, I'm kidding. All right. Okay, so now all we have to do is wait for the milk to really come to temperature, because if we don't, if we put this in right now, we're making a pudding, because this will all melt. So the milk has to be quite hot, and it's not hot enough yet. So maybe we'll wait and come back once the milk is hotter, about 5 minutes. Okay, so the milk is pretty much hot now. It's pretty much, you can see that it bubbles. Because we don't want to scorch it either. So I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. And here, because this was sitting for about 20 minutes now while we're waiting for the milk, it's nice and mixed. So all we do is we go like that. It's kind of fun to just drip little thingies in the pot. You know, it's, in a way, it has, not that it's the same or anything, but it kind of reminds me of making Spätzle. Not that they're like soupy or anything like that, but, or any dumpling really. Now, if Tante Carina, my sister, would watch this, she would be reminded of something totally different, of Kirschsuppe, which is cherry soup. So when we were kids, we had large sour cherry trees in our backyard. And so that was, on a hot summer's day, we would cook this outside and then eat it cold for dinner. And it's basically the same dumpling, but you boil the cherries just to bring them to the boil, not to make soup out of it, and then put the dumplings in it with a bit of sugar. It was divine. And you could eat it the next day, and it was fantastic. So, Logan, can you look at this pot now? Doesn't that look funky? Do people still use that word? Okay. All right, so the dough is in now. And now we gently just mix it. And voila. Okay, Logie, you can see the dumplings. All right. So now all we need to do is add a little bit of sugar to sweeten it a little bit more. And yeah, like this. Not too much. And then There you go. The Milchklimpern, or milk soup dumplings, whatever you want to call them, are ready to eat. And you know, on a really cold day, could be a nice breakfast. Huh? What do you think, Edith?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, right? This is what it looks like. Or a nice dessert, or a nice any day. Now, I would offer you to try it, but I think you will burn your lips right now, so we need to wait a little bit. But this is what it looks like, and it's really yummy. So, guten Appetit.